you have a personal experience with it, then I am not trying to say that it's not relevant. It's just like talking about people being shot. Like if you've seen it up close, then you're traumatized by it. So you kind of walk away thinking that everybody might shoot you. But the reality is that most people don't get shot. So it doesn't mean that getting shot isn't a possibility. Doesn't mean that it can't happen. Doesn't mean that it's not relevant. But it does mean that you can't live your life every day assuming that when you get out of bed, somebody might shoot you if you walk out on the front porch. If that's how you think, then you're probably too stupid to be on this channel. I want to say that first and foremost. And then two, you probably have already killed your ability to ever live an enjoyable life because you need therapy because you're living your life based on fear. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's healthy. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to go. Do I think Trump handled it well? No, I think Trump is too self-absorbed. He's too arrogant. He's not presidential because he's so petty. And I think that's but Trump, remember, Trump is a flare up. Trump is he is a virus in the sense that he is a flare up of the political process due to the fact that President Obama pushed the country so far to the left and ignored so much of the country that people pretty much got to the point where they wanted anything other than what the Democrats were giving them. I'm not talking about Obama himself. I'm talking about the Democrats, because Obama is actually a smarter guy. He's a more measured guy. I'd rather have him be president in a crisis like this. But at the end of the day, the liberals can't walk around here with this holier than thou bullshit attitude where you're constantly shutting people down, shutting people up, telling people they're wrong, telling people you're homophobic, you're fatophobic. I saw somebody use the term fatphobic to describe Lizzo, like Diddy's fatphobic because he didn't want Lizzo's big jelly rolls twerking in front of children. And I'm like, fat phobic, like that's a term now? Shut up. Like seriously, like you're truthophobic because you're killing people's freedom of speech by constantly correcting people and telling them where they're wrong and acting like you're better than them. Nobody wants to hear that crap. Like seriously, let people be free to express themselves. And if you don't agree, just disagree. But when you had college campuses where the students were literally shutting down and blocking people from coming to campus to speak because they didn't agree with them, do you understand? And maybe I'm biased because I'm a scholar. I believe in freedom of expression. I believe in freedom of thought. Do you know how dangerous that is to have a country where you have people that are running the nation like a bunch of fascists, where they pretty much are saying that if you don't agree with me, then you will be crushed. We will destroy you. We will isolate you. We will annihilate you. We will marginalize you. Then how does that make you any better than Trump? You run around here, you talk about, because Donald Trump is up there. Like he wants to be King Trump. He admires Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin because he wants to be all powerful. He wants to be a dictator. He doesn't want to be a president, right? So you make jokes like, oh, King Trump said this and King Trump said that because he wants to be all powerful. Well, I'm sorry. I feel very oppressed by the language of the left. The language of the left, where for example, when they were calling black people homophobic because we're not on board with every ounce of the gay agenda, that's incredibly oppressive. That's far more oppressive than anything Donald Trump has ever done. Or when you run around, you're telling people, like, for example, when I said that thing about Lizzo, when I said maybe we shouldn't mass market obesity and unhealthy lifestyles to children and to black people who are dying every day from obesity and unhealthy lifestyles, they pretty much came and tried to shut me down. They couldn't shut me down because I don't work for anybody, but they did. They were like, "Oh, this guy, he's this, he's that." And, so if I didn't have thick skin, I probably would have been bothered by what they were saying, because white media literally ran with a narrative and didn't even turn around for 1 second to try to find out what I wonder what this professor with a high IQ who has more education than my whole entire family, I wonder what he might have been thinking when he made that statement. They didn't do that. They reduced me to a one-dimensional caricature, and they pretty much mass marketed that, and they ran with that. Not one of them called me to say, "Can you clarify and explain what you meant, Professor Watkins?" They didn't do that. And it's okay they didn't do that, because I know how they think. They had an agenda. People who have an agenda don't like truth, and they don't like facts because the facts don't always fit your pre-existing condition. Their pre-existing condition is the mental illness that says that I have to be right and I have to win no matter what, and I'm going to oppress anybody who disagrees, and it backfires on their asses every damn time. So Donald Trump is not the fault of the black men who chose not to vote. Donald Trump is not the fault of all the white folks who voted for him. They played some role, but it's not their. He's not completely their manifestation. Donald Trump is in large part a manifestation of the oppressive behavior of the left and liberals and the Democratic Party, who were going around crushing and destroying anybody who spoke out of turn. That is where the Donald Trumps come from. So if you don't want another Trump, then be open and be free. Like, for example, if you don't want Trump to be reelected, then maybe you should listen when black people say we deserve reparations. Maybe when black people say we deserve reparations, you need to deal with that instead of blowing it off and acting like the question was never asked. Maybe you need to address that. Or you're going to deal with the fact that millions of black people are going to stay home. And guess what? You're going to have another Donald Trump in the White House. So that's what I see.
Do y'all understand that? Don't get rocked in one of these deep states to make, because it's some deep states, and it's like this Facebook is the devil, but it's where a lot of that deep state come from, right? All the cities with 5G is the cities that people dying from coronavirus in and shit like that. False. If you was to do your fucking research on 5G and look at all the countries and shit and that's actually utilizing it, motherfucker, it's only most of the motherfucking cities that's dying from coronavirus is them picking that shit. They ain't even got shit. The 5G ain't even there yet. So what the fuck people talking about? Like, you gotta really think. Like, people just be lost in all kind of deep motherfucking states. Get out of those deep states. Get out. Get out. Get out. Because all y'all doing is giving them fuel. So y'all letting them know how to react and respond to things while they're able to sit back and patent a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jason Goodman. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep him spiritually protected. And he don't need me shouting him out because he been doing this thing for a long time. But it's just, I just feel the need to necessarily do that because, goddamn it, he be walking the streets of New York and shit like that. So, goddamn it, whether he know this or not. But like I said, I got this information from him. Glycoprotein is patented by Dr. Fauci, right? And this is one of the motherfucking things that's going to be in the vaccine, in the antibody, right? Glycoprotein. It's a glycoprotein. So you need to keep that in mind. Like, these motherfuckers is injecting you and testing you like goddamn lab rats. And then they want to go ahead and tell you that medicine out here that probably can help you and help your immune system be on a sufficient level, not boost it. There's no such thing. And that's one thing I agree with Dr. Fauci on the Breakfast Club. Ain't no such thing as boosting your immune system unless you're a goddamn crackhead or something like that. And you ain't doing nothing but giving them too much goddamn work to do. So you gonna make them weak after they done eating up all that vitamin C and all that goddamn shit. Like, damn, what the fuck can we do with all this goddamn shit? That's like somebody just coming shoving a whole bunch of air in your motherfucking house or something like that don't need to be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like extinguisher and shit like that. You're like, damn, I'm suffocating in here and shit like that. That's what you're doing to your body when you shoot too many motherfuckers. If your immune system already cool, do what you do. Ain't no such thing as boosting your goddamn immune system. That don't make no goddamn sense. If your immune system is weak, it's because your body is already motherfucking, what's that word? It's already motherfucking been victimized. That ain't the word I'm looking for, but y'all know what I'm trying to correlate that to. Your body have already been victimized based upon shit that you already been eating and your living conditions and compromised. Yeah, there you go, TT. Thank you so much, TT. I got a cousin. Shout out to my cousin TT. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, compromised in this motherfucker. Thank y'all. Ryu, kid. Your body already been compromised based upon living conditions. You know what I'm saying? How many times that your parents took you to the hospital? You know what I'm saying? Based how you eat and things of that nature in your upbringing. All of that is compromise your immune system already and things of that nature. So for the most part, due to the fact of you starting to get older, you probably got a certain level of amount of air in your body that needs to get oxidized by vitamins. And that's what vitamins for. You know what I'm saying? Zinc, supplements, vitamin C and shit like that. It gives weak shit the strength that got when your blood cells, when their lungs and shit like that is too inflammatory and they get all weak and shit like that. Then that's what that shit for. Other than that, ain't no such thing as boosting your goddamn immune system. That's a figment of somebody's imagination that y'all didn't get from what they taught y'all off Google or some goddamn shit. The connected bone connected to the collarbone, the midcolon bone connected to the psychone bone, the microbes, whatever the fuck y'all be naming this shit like that. Y'all gotta learn. Y'all talk real good, then y'all still don't know shit though. Still don't know shit though. It sound good, but it don't help shit. Trust me, it don't. It just help your ass. That's it. God damn it. So everybody gotta help themselves. That's what people need to know. Everybody gotta help themselves. Now, like I said, also, they want you to think that They trying to convince you that if you take any motherfucker else drug and shit like that, oh, no, don't do that shit. You take our drugs. You take our drugs. You see what I'm saying? And then, look, like I said, every time they have a motherfucking important press conference, Bill Gates have an interview letting you know what's the actual plan is. And the actual plan is these 3 motherfucking phases. And these 3 phases is some Marvel comic type shit. So if you watch Marvel comics and you know about the phases, you know what we get ready to experience. We get ready to experience a bunch of love and hip-hop stories as the world turns between Donald Trump, aka Captain America, and Iron Man, aka Bill Gates. We finna see Doctor Strange come up with he had the right plan and the right vision all along, aka Dr. Fauci. That's Doctor Strange. He about to play that character. Oh, he had the vision all along, and we said, look like it's about to go deep, y'all. They about to go in. They about to go in with the Zachariah Sitchin shit, y'all. Watch. They about to get a black leader as for Black Panther for Wakanda forever. Lord have mercy. God damn. They about to go deep. They almost got Charlamagne. I think they about to get DJ Envy first though. They almost got Charlamagne. I think they got Envy first though. I think they got Wakanda forever. Lord have mercy. You got motherfucking Mike Pence. That's motherfucking Nick Fury and this motherfucking guy. I'm surprised he ain't got the patch on. He be up there and sit up tight too, like motherfucker. You better say the right thing. You better say the right thing, Captain America. We need you. Lord have mercy. Then you got Stephen Hawking's dead ass talking about, for America to survive, we have to leave the planet. Oh, shit. We got Mr. X, Mr. Xavier. We got Stephen King, Dr. Xavier. Thank you so much for the donation. ISIS got us. He been told us. You can't tell me, man. You can't tell me Dr. Xavier, whatever the fuck his name is, Professor X. You can't tell me Professor X ain't knew what was going on. He had the whole little vision room. He don't even let certain people come in there like Cyclops or some shit like everybody else. Y'all chill. Y'all chill. I'm gonna go in here and see what's going on in the future. Now you got little Steven. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, we in a live Marvel comic movie, y'all. We in a live Marvel comic movie. We got Stephen Hawking in the wheel. They really playing these goddamn characters. This shit is goddamn crazy. This motherfucker. This shit ain't no joke. This shit ain't no joke. This shit ain't no joke.